Okay, so just want to show you a comparison of the difference in backlight between my two iPads. This is my second generation. This is my first generation. First generation is just kind of show you the difference and the backlight bleeding issues. I have this facing a natural direction. The home buttons are both at the bottom. But obviously we're concerned with my iPad 2, so I'm going to turn off this light. And as you can see immediately, just comparing the consistency in backlight with the iPad 2 and the iPad 1, the iPad 1 has significantly less inconsistency in backlight around the edges. I think there are a few spots on here where you can see it bleed through a little. The camera's probably not even picking up though because it's so minuscule. But as you can see, there is definitely some backlight bleeding problems, particularly in this lower area, but a little right here and on the top as well. But what I'm most concerned about is this bottom part right here. If I zoom in, again, something the camera's not picking up very well. The camera's barely picking up any of it, but I have backlight bleed right here and along the bottom, and it goes to about an inch in. So what I have right now effectively is an area of backlight that is extremely visible around this part right here, and then backlight right there. Like I said, I also have a little backlight bleed right here. As you can see, if I zoom out, it's just this area right here, but it is so unnoticeable that I didn't even realize that I was having that problem because I was so focused on this guy down here. But like I said, the home button is down here, so this is the bottom of the screen. It goes from about an inch and a half from the right side in, and the backlight continues to bleed, stops for about half an inch, and then bleeds off the screen. And hopefully my photos will show this a little better, but just so you know they weren't doctored. This is what it looks like when I'm reading. A few different angles. This angle you can see it a little more, unless you do this, and then you can't see it at all, which I find is very interesting. And then again, I'm not having much visible backlight problems, except whenever I'm facing it this way, which is the natural direction, home button at the bottom, and then basically dead on is when you see the backlight, so you can see a lot of it there. But if I'm viewing a dark website, this is particularly cumbersome and annoying to have to deal with. Like I said, my problem is probably not a problem that is as severe as some cases, but as you can see, the backlight, I have no lights on right now, with the exception of the backlight of my iPhone, which is facing the opposite way, and you can see there is a lot coming from right there, a little coming from right there, and just a little right there, but mainly this guy down here is just like blam. But anyways, I hope that helps. Like I said, here's just the back of my iPad to show that I haven't dented it at all. There's my QR code if you want to follow me on Twitter. And then obviously I haven't broken this guy at all because it's in pretty good condition. But anyways, I hope that helps, and if you have any more questions, you can just email me back, and I'd be happy to take pictures at whatever angle you would like. But I'll send some cruddy iPhone 4 pictures along with this, and hopefully that will show even further that this is a legitimate problem. But thank you to the engineers and support guys. You're great, and hopefully we will get this resolved.